Hello everyone, this is Gorax and today I'm gonna show you how I deal with Grave of Curse using 3 heroes and no mythic artifacts. As you can see right now, Vinara is reducing the ultimate points of the boss and applying attack penalty which reduce the damage. Remember, the mechanic here is you need some kind of shields to avoid this HP reduction that you can see on my Vidmir and Torin. This is the main cause of any potential deaths that the team can suffer. Also, another thing is the damage with Vidmir is really low, so if you have any other good damage dealers, you can bring them and they will do way better. The only reason I'm showing you Vidmir in this case is to basically follow up from the Grave of Venom team. So if you're struggling with talent points, etc., this is what you can use instead of spreading your team too thin. Obviously, the skill timings in this dungeon are the most important, as they do make or break the game, and you will need to work on them a little bit yourself. I can just show you the template. So another important thing is, since we're lacking damage, you will need to bring food. This is the food I used during this run, but there are better options. The best offensive recipe for the Frost team is the Arctic Soothing Soup, and if you need defense, you'll go for the Northland Assorted Jelly. This food will give you an extra push and allow you to go through the stages. You will notice a significant increase both in speed, time and survivability. So first things first, we're gonna use Euron. Euron's going to use the Tundra Guardian set. It's not necessary, however I tried different sets, the one that for example boosts our ultimate energy to go with 18-second rotation, and the rotation wasn't that great. So with these timers I'm going to show you, this is the equipment I use, and this is the equipment I used on Grave of Venom. So basically all you have to do is copy. We're using this helmet here to grant us extra immortality just in case we don't really want to die, but again, try to just get defense stat on it. That's all that really matters. You can also get a little bit of accuracy to have a chance to apply this attack penalty, and what he does is grants us ally protection to everyone, which is a buff, and we need these buffs to avoid the 50% damage increase from the boss. And he also applies shield on himself, which helps our Vinara to apply shields elsewhere. She does apply them through her battle skill. Also, we use her for attack penalty, ultimate stealing, and also removing the debuffs from the boss. So yes, that's all that matters, dispelling or the buffs, so the boss deals less damage. We will use Spiritual Incense Burner on her. We don't really need the haste from it, but we need an artifact with accuracy to make sure we can clear these higher stages, especially if you're trying to do it on the lower levels, okay? So that's important. We'll use Torin, who is not the greatest here, but thanks to his double buff, we will greatly increase the chance of us avoiding that 50% damage increase, and we're gonna use Ancestral Protection on him. And once again, we're gonna use that just in case we don't have enough shields, that when our HP is down low below what we want, we will not get one-shotted. We will use Mirror of the Living to increase the healing. However, seriously, if you can afford it, use this here, Gatekeeper Staff. This will grant you a shield on overheal, which will help with avoiding this extra damage down. For Euron, that is still pretty decent artifact. When we go over to the next damage, well, to the first damage dealer, we're gonna use Rava here, rather. She uses the Crown. Obviously, you should be going for Witch's Remain if you can, as it grants more defense penalty down. But since it's a single target and you don't really have those artifacts, the mythic artifacts, the Crown will work. We want Rava to deal damage as well. And this Rhapsody's light armor works really well because she can increase the damage dealt up to 32% thanks to this set bonus, and we will boost her attack even more using this helmet here that will grant us an extra additional attack based off 300% of the accuracy, and we need accuracy to apply Frost, which will help Vidmir to deal damage. Vidmir is a great AoE hero, he is not really that great against single target, which you could see Rava is out damaging him. But if you want to save scrolls, it will still work, and we'll use precise Carnage gloves on him. We need any extra damage we can. So that's important. Obviously, if you have Losenia, Oster, anything else, you will replace those two heroes. You have better options if you're a veteran. Free to play might still have to use those. Now, when it comes to the timings, that's what's important. You need to tweak them around. So 20-21 rotation on Torin enables us to have this debuff immunity and invincibility before the boss's ultimate, which will deal extra damage, 50% extra damage for allies without debuff. So this will ensure we have that, because his ultimate also dispels one buff. So we need to have at least 2 buffs on our targets. We will use Euron with 12 seconds. We can delay that as well. Just have a look at what's happening during the fight, because what happens when Vinara casts the ultimate, she will dispel all the debuffs and also reduce the ultimate by 100%. So basically, all the gouge that the boss has between those two skills will be reduced back to 12. So for us, optional is when Vinara casts it around here, which will add an extra 2 seconds to the boss rotation, making it 20-second or 21-second rotation, depending where she actually hits. So this is why we based it off that. So this is the only thing that you need to look into and see what's happening in your fight. Don't just copy these timers. I mean, those timers will be mostly the same, the first cast, but the recast, that will depend on your fight, on your team. So make sure you understand that, okay? You will need to tweak it. Some people do it at 20 seconds. For me, 21 is the safe timing. And in here, I actually changed the set, so that should be at 20 seconds. Because if you run Vinara or Euron with the set that increases the ultimate recharge of your team, then you can reduce it to 18 seconds. But I said it doesn't really work that great, because the timings are then just off, so you need to work and get them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the team that cleared Grave of Venom level 20. Obviously, heroes are level 100. So if you want to do it faster or earlier, as a free-to-play, you will struggle. You don't need to do it. Just getting to level 15 is enough, and this team will carry you through level 15 easy. But if you're spender, if you're veteran, you will replace all of these heroes, those 2 at least, with something better. You will put better artifacts as well, something that can deal more damage. Once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!